Hi, witches and warlocks. It's Amy from Savor, Salvage, Scent, and I hope this finds you well. Happy Halloween. I thought it would be fun today to do a lucky number 13 perfume review. This is focused on one of my favorite houses, Solstice Scents. And first, for those of you who are new to the channel, thank you so much for stopping by. This mostly focuses on all things fragrance, collecting, learning, obsession, trying, reviews, etc. And to those of you who are subscribed, thank you so very much. If you haven't yet, I hope you'll click the red subscribe button below, and that way we can just stay in touch. And I encourage you to leave questions, ideas, etc. For those of you who have not listened to the channel before, Solstice Scents is one of my favorite houses. It's an independent perfume house out of Gainesville, Florida, I believe. And the nose and purveyor's name is Angela St. John. She is a magician. She and I believe her partner work together. And you'll see when I show you a bit more of what I've ordered and experienced over the last few weeks or year, actually. They're just artisans in every way. And in my past, when I had tried oils in the past or handmade perfumes, I was not always successful. They did not always work on me. This house is incredible. Not only is the stuff just incredibly it's good, amazing quality, they're also just so gifted or so talented when it comes to creating atmospheric scents. And so for those of you who aren't familiar, a lot of their scents are even based on a fictitious town called, I think, Foxcroft. And they have all these different either people, places kind of associated with the town and parts of the town, houses, buildings, you know, that kind of thing. I have been kind of experimenting with their products and scents for about a year now, and I'm just blown away. They're just so incredible. A lot of people who are either deeply into atmospheric scents. So for instance, one of my favorite scents of theirs is called Library, and it literally smells like a library. It's just incredible. A lot of people that are into that kind of thing really love Solstice Scents. And then they're really gifted. I mean, they're gifted with every kind of scent, but known for that, and also known for their gourmands too. Some of their gourmands are just beautiful. And I'm just going to dive right in and show you some of the things. So like I've been experimenting and trying their scents for about a year, but their fall releases are, I would say, their robust season and a time when they really either recreate or create scents. And some of them, of course, are fall centered in their notes and things, but not all. So I would say about half of the scents today, I would say, are truly like made for or really, really represent fall. But you get a kind of a smattering of all different kind of things in what I've ordered today. So quickly, there are different sizes or experiences of perfume. So let me show you first. The first way I kind of tried Solstice Scents was they have this great kind of sample set. You can choose, I think, either 5 or 10 scents. I think it ranges from about 20 to like high 30 for those. And they're nice size samples. They're really, I find their oils last a long time. So just to give you an idea of like the artisan kind of touch. So this is the kind of sample booklet. And just like the littlest touches, like the little clasp here has a moon on it. I believe her partner actually draws, like, creates the images for the scents and everything. So you open it up, and there's often kind of, again, like characters within this town or places, and these wonderful samples, and then it says what it is on each one. And then it comes with, she often sends like a thank you card and information about the town and the places within the town and how to sample the scents. And it's just so thoughtful and beautiful, and just like, they are also just such kind, lovely people. So like whenever you order, the shipping is so fast. the way it's wrapped is just so thoughtfully done. They're just wonderful. I cannot say enough. They're magicians and amazing. So this is a great way to kind of sample the scents. And because there were so many kind of new things or re-releases, I didn't want to buy them all. You know, I wanted to really try and see. And so here's what I'll say about their scents. There's not one out of, I think I ordered 15 in all this time. There's not one I don't like. I would say there's 6 or 8 that I'm like crazy about and are in my lane and love, but they're all great. I mean, they're just, you know, even the ones that are challenging to me are really interesting. So this is what the sample set looks like. And then the perfumes you can again buy in the sample to try, or there are 5 milliliter bottles of oils, typically oils, sometimes alcohol based, but I don't know if you can see, like, this is a kind of pumpkin based scent. Look at that drawing. It's just so cute. And these beautiful cobalt bottles, these range from anywhere from I think 16 to 19, and they really last. Like, I've been working on one for a year and I wear it often and I'm not even halfway through. Like, it's a really great value. And then she also has True Perfumes, and I think, gosh, I'm not sure if they're 30 or 50 milliliter, and they range from I think about 60 to 90, 95, something like that. And I haven't ventured into those yet. I wanted just to try a bunch of things first, so now I'm going to start to buy some of the perfumes. But so far I've been buying the oils, and then one of the things that they create that I just love so much, and I feel so grateful to have, is for some of the specific scents, they have what they call a burnishing glacé. It's basically a bath and body mist, but it's like the highest quality, wonderful, drenched with oils. I mean, burnishing and glacé both mean kind of like rubbed with oils, basically, or emollients. And that is what this is. So I use this kind of as a moisturizer. So like when I first get out of the shower or bath, I put this all over me, and then I tend to layer it with the same scent if I can. So this is, I'm going to talk about one scent, which is Pumpkin Spice Latte. And I'm not like as far as the drink kind of crazed over Pumpkin Spice Latte like everybody is. But just like almost everything else they create, this is not your ordinary, if you get what I mean. So I bought this and the oil to go together, which is amazing. So I'm going to talk about this scent first. So Pumpkin Spice Latte. I'm so sorry. Let me grab my cheat sheets. I'm so bad. I forgot. Okay. So I put these all on scent sheets today because there was just no way I could have 13 scents on my bod. So the so this $17 in this case for this one. It is so wonderful. So I'm going to read you the notes. And again, I'm just going to say this is not your ordinary pumpkin spice latte. I almost didn't order it actually because I was like, that sounds basic, which is terrible, but true. And I was like, I don't know. You can get that experience a million places. But then when I read the notes, I was like, you know what? And knowing the way they are about the way they create, I was like, this will be original. I'm so glad I ordered it. It's one of my favorite things that I ordered. So the notes are gingerbread, whipped cream, pumpkin, nutmeg, and cinnamon. And I wrote, no coffee note, wild, which is true. So to me, what I get from this is a delicious but not too sweet coffee, gingerbread, definitely a little gingerbread, and cream. And somehow it is not like all those other pumpkin scents on the market. You don't smell, to me, like a candle, although I sometimes like to smell like a candle. But it's, I would say, high quality. It's just really, really nice. And I love coffee scents, and I think a lot of people do them poorly or you can't smell them. So even black opium, which I know a lot of people are crazy about, I barely get the coffee. This is a totally different experience. It's wonderful. It's rich. I'm wearing it today. It is the one that I'm wearing, and I thought was perfect for Halloween. It's just gorgeous. So with the oil, I got the Burnishing Glacé, and so again, I kind of drenched myself in that, spray it all over me after I bathe, and then put a little on my pulse points of the oil, and it is so, so beautiful. So just a perfect fall scent. So that is Pumpkin Spice Latte. Okay, so I have 12 more to talk to you about, so I'm gonna get on the stick here and move through these. So the next is Witch's Cottage. I bought both the 5 milliliter oil again, and then another product that she only sometimes has available is whipped soaps. Look how gorgeous this container is. The next time she releases another big batch of these, I'm gonna buy them as gifts. They're $9.75, they're large, and just look how pretty it is. Oh my gosh. And then, you open it up, I don't know if you can see this, and it is like this, it's like if there were a culinary custard that was a soap. My God, this smells good. Okay, so this is Witch's Cottage. I was looking for like a whole diversity of kind of like fall type scents, but this one to me is so unique, and let me tell you why. So, the notes are warmed baked goods, dried herbs, sweet Annie, soft woods, and fragrant hearth smoke. Something that Angela St. John does beautifully is smoke. And she does, like, I swear to God, there's like 20 different versions depending on which scent you get. There's so many different kind of smoky scents, and they're also interesting. Some are really challenging for me. Like, they are really smoky and strong. So cool, though. Like, I think great as layering scents. This one is so cool because it is just a perfect, to me, balance between all these things. So, like, baked goods, dried herbs, and what I think is really unique about the scent, I love the smell of Sweet Annie. If you haven't experienced it, it is a wild herb, and I live in Cleveland, Ohio. It grows wild in areas near here, and there was a particular art festival my family and I used to go to when I was growing up, and I can't even tell you how much the scent reminds me of fall. And this particular scent, because it has Sweet Annie, like the baked goods, the smokiness, and it's like not overbearingly smoky, just a bit of smoke. We used to go to this outdoor festival, and it smells just like that. Like, I cannot get over it. I love the smell of Sweet Annie. So it's so beautiful. It almost, Sweet Annie to me almost has like a sweet chrysanthemum-y smell, if that makes sense. Herbal sweet. Yeah, I don't know how to describe it other than that. It's just beautiful. And I will say sometimes when baked goods are in scents, they just become too gourmand for me or too cloyingly sweet. This is not. It is beautiful. So both the soap I use is just one time. I always want to use something before I review it for you all. This is emollient, lovely, but it doesn't also leave you sticky. Like, it washes off perfectly. You get a slight smell of it. It's wonderful. And then paired with the oil, so good. So that's Witch's Cottage, which I think is a perfect name for it too. Wonderful. Next is Black Forest. So now we're going to move just into the oils. And again, I got this in a 5 milliliter. A lot of gourmand folks, people who love gourmands, really love this one. And the notes are garwood, nagarmotha, which is like it's like a grassy, woody, earthy kind of smell. It's from a plant that grows, I think, along rivers, like in India, is what I read. So agarwood, nagarmotha, tobacco, chocolate, red and black cherries, hay, sandalwood, whipped cream, pink pepper. And this one was really interesting to me because gourmand lovers talk about it a lot. But man, the garwood, it really comes out too. So it is definitely like the dessert, the chocolate cherry dessert, but in the woods with a little smokiness. This is one that I would say is not one of my absolute favorites because I'm not a huge chocolate lover. But it is really cool, and I think if you like chocolate, people would be gaga over it, and I think it's really cool. This is one I'm actually going to layer with other things. I really, really like it. It's cool. It's definitely not your basic gourmand again. It's awesome, but people who really love the dessert, like when they talk online, they're just crazy about the scent, and I get why. So that was Black Forest. This next one I could not wait to get my hands on, and both my best girlfriend and I are crazy about licorice. I know it's not for everybody, but for those of us who love it, Black Mallow. My understanding is this sells out really quickly. I think it's already sold out this year, but I'm telling you, if you're into licorice, anise, jelly beans, that kind of thing, black jelly beans, put this on your list for next year. It's incredible. So again, a 5 milliliter bottle of oil. I think it runs 17 or 18. I'm obsessed, and it is literally just the notes of black licorice and marshmallow. In addition to kind of woodier smoky scents, Angela St. John really does marshmallow well in a lot of ways. Like, she layers it. She has it with interesting florals, many choices. She does a smoky marshmallow that I'm going to get to is real cool. But black mallow is so cool. It smells just like marshmallow and jelly beans. It is awesome. And I think, again, it was one that I think it's great alone, but it could also be so cool layered with other scents. So next on the list, Smoky Mountain Mallow. I don't even think this is on the list of things you can buy on the website. This is one of those special releases. So if you are interested in learning more about the house, I would say give them a like on Facebook, and then you'll get posts. And that's how I learned about the fall releases. And in this case, this Smoky Mountain Mallow, I guess, has sold out before, and it's I think she must have like limited ties to the materials or something, but I think it sold out again this year. But it's the notes are smoke, marshmallow, guagwood, nutmeg, black tea, amber, and labdanum. And on this one, I just wrote, so smoky. It really is. Like, some of her smoky scents, you're like, woo, when you first smell them. And then when they dry down just for a minute or two, I'm like, holy cow, this is so cool. Like, so cool. It smells like all the things listed. And I definitely get the black tea, the wood, the smoke, and that marshmallow that is not like cloyingly sweet. It just kind of softens it all. But this is one, if you don't like smoky scents, this ain't gonna be your bag. Like, but if you do, so cool. So cool. And again, this is that atmospheric thing. Like, it just feels so fall, winter, you know, it's awesome. So next on the list, a couple apple scents. Really interesting. Like, yeah, really cool. They're both kind of different, and I'm going to layer them and talk about them both. So one is called Corvin's Apple Fest. Oh my gosh. The notes are apple pastries, fresh apples, caramel apples, warm apple cider, and vanilla. So truly an apple fest. She wasn't kidding. I think it's hard to do apple in a way that's not really cheap or doesn't smell like a candle, only a candle. And they've done it here. It's so cool. I'm going to be honest though, this one's a little challenging for me, and it's because I don't always love pastry in scents. There are certain gourmand elements where I'm like, it's a little too bakery for me. Like, a little too, I mean, literally flaky. But it's perfect for what it is. Like, it smells truly like authentic apple and cider. And then you get that little bit of pastry. This is one where, I mean, it's definitely atmospheric, and those of you who like apple and pastry, you're going to go bonkers. It's perfect. But for me, I like it layered with the next one. So the next one that I ordered, so Corvin's Apple Fest is kind of like, you know, I was talking about that fictitious town of theirs. This is kind of their little town apple fest, right? And it's got all these apple elements. Well, then she has something called Corvin's Smoked Apple. So you're taking the apple fest and you're adding these smokier elements to it. So the notes are applewood smoke, apple, caramel, benzoin, and guaiac. So this is another one. Whoo! It is, when you first open it, you're like, wow, the smoke, like, it is so realistic. It's crazy. Like, literally where you want to look over your shoulder and be like, am I outside? Like, it's incredible. But again, to me, it's a little challenging when you first open it. You're like, wow, that's really smoky. But again, when it dries down, it is exquisite and layered with the regular Corvins. I'm putting them both together, literally up to my nose right now. Incredible. This is, like, to me, the perfect apple, the two together. They are so beautiful and so original, and you don't smell like some of the apple scents on the market smell cheap. This is the furthest thing from it, and really cool. Like, just so artsy and cool. All right, next on the list, a pumpkin scent. And again, I was trying to get away from, like, the ordinary pumpkin scent. They don't do anything ordinarily, this house. So this is called Jack and the Devil. The notes are pumpkin, amber, spices, vanilla, patchouli, and oak moss. This is so freaking cool. I don't have anything like it. It literally... Okay, so first of all, if you like oak moss, and I know that oak moss isn't for everybody, it's kind of got a vintage vibe. I love it. If you like oak moss, this is so cool. And to me, you get like fresh pumpkin, a hint of oak moss, leaves and vines. It smells like leaves and vines. It literally smells like, I can remember being with my sister in Washington State, going to pick pumpkins, and the smell in the air, a little bit of toastiness, a little bit of woodiness. Maybe there is a fire going somewhere on the farm, and you get the leaves and the vines and the fall air, and this is what the scent is, Jack and the Devil. It is so cool. Like, I have never smelled anything like it. I mean, not in perfumery. And while I think fall would be a perfect time to wear it, this is one of those atmospheric scents that they've created that's so good that I just like to open the bottle and smell it. Literally, just to be like, I want to put my mind there. I want to be in that place. It is so beautiful. So, Jack and the Devil. Cannot recommend it enough. All right, just a few more really good ones. Next, Sycamore Chai. I am a tea drinker and freak. I love tea. Again, I feel like, I don't know. I'm not a perfume maker, so I can't be in touch with how very hard I'm sure it is. But there's a lot of tea scents on the market to me that don't smell that much like tea. This smells like exactly like how it's described. So the notes are vanilla chai tea, marshmallow again, ginger, and pumpkin. This smells... You know, that herbal, you know how chai almost has like a squashy, tea, but a bit of almost a squash scent to it? That's exactly, this smells just like a cup of hot chai. It is so cool. It is delicious. And not, again, too sweet or cloying. Like, it really smells like the thing. And it's beautiful. This is one too, when it dries down a little after a few hours, it is just so lovely. So Sycamore Chai. I think we have 3 more. Yeah. The next one is called Maine Moon. This is another one that is just a gift of an atmospheric scent. The notes are crisp fall air, wood smoke, leather seats, concessions of root beer, popcorn, and chocolate-covered caramel. What? This is one, I almost didn't order it because I was like, there's just no way. Like, I was like, there's no way that something's going to smell like outdoor fall cinema. It does somehow. I love root beer, so that was one of the reasons I did want to order this. I also love a cinema experience, so I loved the idea that this was kind of around an idea of... a fall movie event. I don't get a heavy amount of the sweet, like the concessions that are mentioned here. I get a little root beer. I don't get a ton of I get a tiny bit of popcorn, but I don't get a lot of chocolate and caramel. A hint, maybe. I think it's in there, but it's just to kind of help or elevate the composition. But I definitely get crisp fall air, wood smoke, leather seats, the root beer, and a little softness. So cool. I think all of these are beautifully unisex. I'm, again, a big believer that you wear what you like no matter where you are on any spectrum. But I would say of all these fall scents, this is one to me that could definitely lean more masculine. And I think it's really, really cool. So that's Maine Moon. Perfect name, beautiful scent. A few of these that I got samples of, I'm going to have to buy. I bought, I think, 6 full bottles, and I'm going to end up buying more. Whew, because they're so good. All right, 2 more, and these are, I would say, not particularly fall-only scents for me, but really cool. One is called Parlor Trick, and the notes are ivory lace, white wax, aged paper, glossy white smoke, teak, black tea, blonde woods, delicate spice, bone musk, a little bit of the scent that they call manor, which is I would say like a smoky-ish vanilla, and a hint of rose. This is so different from the others. Not different in the way that it's atmospheric. It takes me to a place. In fact, a friend just posted a really cool perfume idea where she did a whole listing of Gothic perfumes. Hi, Silver Butterfly. I love her reviews, but this to me would be a Gothic scent. It's punk to me. It is like this combination of these old kind of grayed or weathered things. They're beautiful though. So like musk, ivory lace, white wax, aged paper, glossy white smoke, teak, black tea, blonde woods, bone musk, and then you get this hint of rose too. And I love the way Angela St. John does rose. To me, it's just a rich kind of jammy smell. And so this is not super strong, but it definitely, I mean, it gives you it feels to me like definitely an old Gothic parlor. Like I can totally see the place. So super cool Parlor Trick. I'm gonna have to buy a bottle of that. It's so cool. I don't have anything like it. And then last but not least, gosh, I love this. Lace Draped Scepter. Okay, whew. I bought this frankly because carnation is one of the notes. Hardly anybody makes carnation scents anymore. I love people who do. And man, is this a good one. And I can't wait to try some of her other carnation scents. The notes are vanilla, musk, spicy pink carnation. Yes, please. I want more of that in my life. Pink pepper, rose, and white musk. So again, vanilla, musk, spicy pink carnation, pink pepper, rose, and white musk. And I wrote, oh my God. I think a lot of the reason some people don't like carnation, I mean, just because it's out of trend, frankly, and people tend to follow trends, but is because sometimes it smells like potpourri, dried things, old things, things that make people think about the grandmother's house. And not that, you know, like I'm not obviously into ageism, but some people don't want to smell like their elders. They want to smell different. This to me is such a cool, different kind of more modern take on carnation. You get that spicy, sweet carnation, both things at once, but it smells a little candied to me. I don't know if that's the vanilla or the musk. The pink pepper I get a little bit, not a ton. It just gives a little, again, that spicy feel of the spicy carnation. This is so gorgeous. It smells to me like candied, spicy carnation. It is so beautiful. I have a few favorite carnation scents, and this is now one of them. It's just incredible. I can't wait to get this in an actual, like a bigger perfume bottle. So that's Lace Draped Scepter. So I cannot just recommend this house enough. By the way, I mean, in case this is important for you to know, just to know for the authenticity, I bought all of these scents, and I will continue to so happily support this house. So these reviews are absolutely my own, and just to know that, like, I think these are just, the quality is beautiful. I think they would be incredible for gifts because of how beautifully they're wrapped, and the storytelling that goes along with it. And I just think, you know, these are the kind of people that we need to support as much as we can, because they push the market and they create truly artistic creations, and I think we're just all the better for it. So I would love to hear from you. I know there are a lot of Solstice Scents fans out there. I would love to hear about what fall or any of their scents you've been exploring, which ones you love the most. Yeah, I'm so blown away, and I would love to hear your experiences. And last but not least, what is an independent house that I haven't talked about yet that you're wanting to hear more about? I would love to know. Happy Halloween, and as you can hear today, that the number 13 sometimes can be your friend. All right, cheers. Talk to you soon. Bye.